Hey, how you doing today? I don't know if you're looking outside and seeing rain like I am, but that's exactly what it is, a rainy day. We're not going to let that stop us because we're nice and warm and dry inside. And we're going to be making some beautiful pork ribs. I have some baby back ribs here, and we're going to have some sweet potatoes, some corn on the cob. We're going to be seasoning with some smoky Applewood rub on these ribs. And the key to any good ribs is to let it cook for a little while. So this is going to take probably 2 or 3 hours, but I'm just going to show you how I'm going to prep this stuff, and then I'll be back with the closer to the end, or maybe checking up on it midway. We're also going to be throwing in some Bush's baked beans. We have steakhouse recipe. This is going to be good though. I'm excited. I don't think I've ever used a smoky Applewood, or maybe I have. I just don't realize that the packaging or the marketing looks a little bit different, a little bit better. Kind of drew me in. I see pork chops up there, so this is right up our alley. We're going to have pork ribs. So, all right, nothing left to do but to go ahead and get seasoning. I think that's the most important part, and get these ribs on there so we're not wasting a bunch of time. So, I'm going to set you up so you can see here. All right, corn. Perfect. So I've already have the oven on. It's preheating. Just so you know. Let me get this light on. Here we go. Alright, so first thing I want to do is, I always have to hit it with the basic stuff. Do a little bit of pepper. And of course some garlic. Those are my go-tos for everything. Okay. So now down to this smoky Applewood. Hopefully this is going to be delicious. So up to 2 pounds of meat. Oh man, so I'm smelling it right now, and what it smells like is, I smell hickory. I smell definitely the Applewood smell. I remember what it smells like on bacon at least. You definitely have garlic mix in there, and pepper, and lots of other spices. Let's see what it says on the pack here, just to give you some idea of what it tastes like. Carolina Applewood marinade. Ooh, it has a marinade up here that you can use. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get to coating this bad boy. Don't want to waste any. They don't give you a whole lot. Dude, I'm an idiot. Smoky Applewood. I have the same seasoning right here. I bet you it's the same thing. Look at that. I bought that for some reason. I don't know why. I wonder if it's any different. This says smoky. That just says Applewood. So maybe we'll see if there's any difference. But as a backup, if I need more, I guess you know where I'm going to go. Alright, so we're putting plenty of seasoning on here. And I'm saving half of it. What I want to do is rub this in. It's called rub for a reason. You gotta get your hands a little dirty, but it's going to push this into the meat. Nice and evenly coated. I'm going to set the phone down for a second so I can use my clean hand to administer a little bit more of the seasoning. There we go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed, just a little bit more. Alright, now I feel like we are really working with something. I wonder with the back side. I need to throw something on the back side. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to throw something on here. I don't know if you need to. There's a thin membrane. Go ahead and get that peeled off. Peel that membrane off. I know it looks gross. Probably should have done this before I started seasoning the other side. But like most things, we're experiencing a lot of stuff. I've thrown these on the grill before. I've never really taken this membrane off or gone through this process. I think that's going to allow it to penetrate into the ribs a little bit better. I think that's why they do that. I see people on TV do that. Back to the seasoning. I'm gonna put a little bit back here on the back side. A little bit more garlic. Kind of wanted to go on the sides too, if possible, you know. Just cover it. I'm gonna get it in my hands and just cover it on the sides. Get the whole everything saturated with this rub. Flip our meat back over now that we have that membrane gone. Oh, that's like a beautiful brown. Let me get my hands clean so you can see this. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it all. I don't need any backup. It needs to go on the meat. Now you can use your own spices, obviously, and your own, if you're going to use barbecue sauce. I am going to be using barbecue sauce. I'm going to let these kind of marinate for a minute. So let me get my hands clean. I was lucky. I found this loaf of bread. They had this section at Walmart. That's where I went today. And they had these loaves of bread. I guess that Walmart bakes themselves, and they were only $1 a loaf. Really good deal. What I've seen my mom do before is she'll take this loaf of bread like that, and she'll cut it down the middle. I mean, it's a lot just for us. But she'll take this loaf of bread, and it's very soft, very fresh. You can tell it's fresh. I'm going to slice it right down the middle. This is the same kind of loaf that I use for those big sub sandwiches. That big sub sandwich, that was good. Might do another one of those soon. But anyways, I'm going to cut this in half probably. And then once I cut it in half, I'm going to store the other half. But I'm going to take this half that we have here, and we're going to slice it down the middle. We're going to rub garlic and butter, and then we're going to toast that in the oven. So we're going to have garlic toast. Cut those into little strips. Alright, so our meat is marinating. Look at that beautiful marinade. Let me take a picture there. Oh man, that's going to be nice. And then of course we have our baked beans and our sweet potatoes. Our sweet potatoes are going to go in the oven. I'm going to wrap those up in aluminum foil, I think. And then stick them in the oven. I'm gonna look online, or I'm gonna figure out the best way to cook these. I've had them in the microwave, but you know, it's too important for me to mess this up. I don't know if it's gonna make it or break it. So yeah, it always pays just to do a little research. So while these are cooking, it's gonna take several hours. I'm gonna look at the best way to cook these. If you have any information, leave it down below. I'll be happy to try your method. But anyways, we have our ribs, we have our bread. We already discussed the corn on the cob. And we have baked beans, and we're going to have sweet potatoes. And for the sweet potatoes, I'm going to be using, let's see if I can find it. Boom, what you think about that? Got a little bit left. That's what I use for my barbecue chicken. Brown sugar. So we'll take and we'll do the sweet potatoes, and then we'll cut them right down the middle. Take a spoon and sort of agitate the middle and get it loosened up. And then we're going to drop a big drop of butter in there, and we're going to drop, so we're going to sprinkle some of this brown sugar. It's going to be really good, trust me. I'm really liking the way that marinade looks, so that is very appetizing. We got to get in the oven before it's going to do its thing though. Alright, so I'm preparing everything. I just want to show you the ribs. I know I mentioned it yesterday, but we are going to be doing it today. Sorry it took so long, but good things come to those who wait. Alright, so happy having a wonderful Sunday. And God bless. We'll go ahead and get these ribs going. I hope you have a wonderful